one thing that you want to see private or public government do to solve or improve the current scene, what would that be?
Only one thing?
One couple of things immediate next steps that you would
First one is obviously awareness. Right? Second is providing the facility. Right? And we are players like us who are ready to reverse what has happened so far. But maintaining it has to be the responsibility of the local bodies. That a private company, like she was talking about AMC problems and things like that. But we should have a system in place. Like for example, there are canals where the sewage is being let into. That has to be stopped. So immediately we could probably clean it up for you. But in the future you have to ensure that it doesn't get polluted again. So awareness combined with providing the necessary facilities is, I think, is a need of the hour.
Okay.
Yeah, in fact, we are prepared to demonstrate. So the support from the civic body is what we are trying for. It is purely, see, as you said, it is not alone the CSR. It is a sort of emotion also which comes to you. You travel across, you see Hudson, you see Rhine, you see, what is it, London, Thames. See, you come back and see what's happening here. You feel like investing what you have earned to do this. So it is just not CSR, it's not the sentiments alone. It's some emotions with which we work on it. So we are keen to do it, and we are prepared to demonstrate it. And if it's proven only, we can tie it up in a better way to do it up on a long run.
Okay.
So, catching up on the CSR stuff, this is nonsense, right? CSR is absolute nonsense. It has to be, it's like prehistoric thing. In Europe, anyone talks about CSR is like laughed at. Because this is like, a private company like yours make lots of money, started feeling a little guilty because you made lots of money. You want to give out to a charity, for which you get your ATG, you get your 50% discounted school job. We are basically outsourcing your responsibility. Instead of that, especially with social-minded companies like yours, what you guys should probably do is to show to the world that your business is profitable because you are responsible. That being responsible can be profitable. Now this is our positioning also. We are a struggling small company, but we are reaching there. Now, instead of looking at waste as a problem, instead of looking at all this pollution as a problem, look at it as an opportunity, change the game. It's a very larger macro level observation, but there are small companies, like there's a company called Green Worms in Calicut. This boy, what he does is, approaches weddings, events, tell them, I'll do a green wedding for you. One guy. Look at the number of people he is employing right now. Iftar parties. Like you go through Wayanad Wildlife Sanctuary, what do you see? All the picnic, whether it's, this is one space all the religion come together. Muslims throw, Hindus throw, Christians throw, no problem.
No discrimination.
They are all together. Waste management and death, these are the only two areas where they all come together. No fight. So now, instead of organizing a wedding with so much of wastage, hand it over to companies like this, these small entrepreneurs. They will make sure that there is no plastic served. They will make sure it's all banana leaves. Or it's something that's, you can talk about a lot of stuff in the sense, even plates. For example, it's easy to say that I'm reusing it, but look at the amount of water you are using in it, look at the amount of, chemicals that are going into it, which is again going to your water streams and all those stuff. Instead of that, look at all the banana trees you have, utilize, there's so many things that you can do. And then by what they are working on is a concept of zero waste. There's nothing will go out of that place which can't be processed. So families also feel so good about it. They are like, oh my God, that is cool. They are not wasting stuff. So, bring in business into this. Okay. Instead of Ingulab Sindabad, which is also nice, bring business into that Ingulab. then dynamics changes. Because if people can live off it, because our perceptions have changed, now youngsters, they are looking for opportunities. Like there was a time where we used to look at youngsters telling, in our generation we used to do this and that, now look at these buggers, they are not doing anything. That's not true. You give them a platform, they will perform. Let this waste be that platform. Let these challenges of wash that we are talking about here be that option. It's there. Entrepreneurship is what is going to find solution to those things. And it can't be grand scale that you guys are talking about. Not offending what you are doing, but for the real change to happen, it has to be in micro level. Panchayati Raj level changes has to come, and then you guys can be the umbrella organization bringing together all these guys. That's one. Then I always believe in the small things, like something like this straw wash. There was a statement from 650 members of Kerala Travel Mart where they said they are not going to serve straws. I think it was only a statement because maybe one or two organizations implemented it, but at least it's a statement. It's a good start because now someone is going to question because it came out as a press release.
9-point charter.
Yeah, the agenda like that. So,
can be edible straws. There are edible.
Why do you need straw? Is my
it's
question.
a-
If you are so
Let me
Particular
just pitch in
about
there.
it.
I think, I've been in Chennai for a long time too. So there, people have proper issues with touching glass with their lips. They think it is not cleaned properly, number one. Number two, the vegetarians think that the non-veg guy has had it,
Yeah.
so he wouldn't touch it. So
Fair enough.
straw is something which avoids or...
Okay, remove plastic. Use steel straws.
Yeah,
Glass.
that
You
may
go
not-
to Bali, you go to
edible, whatever.
Spoons are not available. There's a couple who is making such edible spoons.
Yeah, but
and
they can't meet the demand.
That's the
They
thing.
can't
So-
supply
so that's what
for
I'm
the
saying,
demand.
Yes.
Now that again gives you an entrepreneur's opportunity.
Opportunity when entrepreneur.
Kudumbasri, instead of making only Padamburi and Vada throughout
Can
last
mix the
20
straws.
years, they can come out with creative stuff.
Exactly.
It's an underutilized power source
source.
there, Kudumbasri. They are ready to unite, they are ready to run business, they have fantastic budget. What do they do? Padamburi, Vada, beef curry. This is the only thing that you see as a Kudumbasri unit, unfortunately. Give them opportunities, train them in so many other segments related to all the causes we are talking about. They will create magic, they will mint money. Straw, like we had actually launched something called bamboo straws. This was just to show, industry everyone cribs about, what is not there. So we said, we have a travelers forest initiative. Every time a traveler comes in, either with them or on their behalf, we planted local indigenous sapling. Now we are managing about 7.3 acres of land, which is now green. You move into it, about 2 to 3 degrees Celsius difference is there within Kerala. So our neighbors are looking at, oh, how is that your place is cool? It took 12 years, but difference is there. So there we have bamboo. Whenever we have guests, just to show them, we give them tender coconut. We just take them, we chop one small piece of bamboo. It's hollow, it's clean, it's beautiful, it's very sexy and cool. You sip it, they post your stories of Blue Yonder on Instagram. I get another 20 lakhs inquiry, worth inquiry. So link it with business.
Just as one thing, we attended a wedding reception, I think last week. It was so innovative. Once we were leaving from the wedding, it was actually in a village atmosphere. They gave us saplings as a return gift. Initially, I thought they were selling it.
In Kerala?
Kerala. So initially, I thought, how much I pay for this? No, it's all absolutely free. Take what you want.
It's a compliment.
Make it a point. You bless the couple and plant it in your house or anywhere else you want to.
So even here, like for this Onam, again, Lakshmi Menon did another stuff where it was an Onatappan with inside. You have this appan that's kept as,
Yeah.
So Tripunithara has a unique way of making Trikakarapan.
Yeah.
Very slim, design
Yeah,
is
long.
totally different.
Yes.
And then they make so many human elements, they make all the kitchen utensils, everything out of pure clay. So it's organic. It would even look like edible chocolate, which is not. But what she did is she started putting seeds into it as a trial run. So now what happens this next October, second monsoon comes in, whatever is thrown into that side of your house will start melt. It will start
Germinating.
yeah, it will germinate. You have another sapling, another tree or many. So those kind of stuff. So it can also provide job. These porters are struggling. It's a beautiful tourism activity. I can bring in my traveler and show them how a porter's wheel works. It's a 1 hour, workshop that I can run. So if, like, our business, for example, is about Gandhian Talisman. It's about how is it that our platform, our business can actually be a solution provider for a problem in the area. We don't run just trips going in the houseboat. If you are going in a houseboat, by end of the day, my traveler will come and say that how it created an impact. So if we can link our business with solutions, which will also create livelihood options. Straws, just think about that possibility. And bamboo, it takes what, 1.5 years to grow. You chop, it comes back. It's the most sustainable grass. It can provide jobs. It can provide solutions. You will not see any more. And why can't Kerala export this? As you rightly said, people have issues when it comes to, sipping the glass diet. US, any market. Miami Beach per day, apparently they are using 7 million straw per day.
Plastic.
That sounds like an exaggerated number.
No,
Really?
7 million. Numbers are crazy, and you see turtles coming out with straws on their neck or the body all shrunk because there was a plastic wire. You can stop all those things. Loads of money can be made. Why can't Kerala export bamboo straws? So my this is the straw stuff. Stick to straw, create jobs,
Yeah.
clean up the backwater, say no to mineral water bottles.
Yeah.
Walk the talk.
Immediate future
Yeah,
action
and a
items.
couple of things like sanitation need to be taken to the forefront. There should be wider debate among different circles, as you rightly pointed out. There are small initiatives which need to be promoted. And don't look at government who will solve all your problems, because it's out of it's out of context. They can be a facilitator. Grab the opportunity and start debating on that, identifying solutions and start working on it. Even if it's brings it small results, this need to come out, because it's unlike your solid waste management. This is not palpable, and that is a very issue of wastewater treatment issues also. So what I think is that at least we have to start talking about toilet. All of us are known as e-toilet, Binsi, e-toilet, and all my colleagues my phone numbers are all saved like that already, and I don't mind that. Unless you have a passion for that, you will not survive in this. People who come to my company, I ask them first is that, are you afraid that you will not get a good bride if you say that you are working in a toilet company? If they say no, which means it's very difficult to work in the sector. So unless you look at this as a passion, as a pride, that you are doing something to make someone's life better, and it cannot be, you cannot retain it to a small group of people. This should go out. As he told, this should be a shocking kind of revelation to a lot of people who have to take decisions. Then only this will be the effective solution.
Statistics of Miami, I was wrong. It's not 7 million.
Okay.
It's 15.8 million.
So you stand corrected, no matter what.
Second is...
It's 1.5 crore.
Per day.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay, that's it. Second is that we also need to have a look at the kind of employment opportunities which the sector is coming up with. With the Swachh Bharat, definitely there have been many negatives about it, but it definitely has brought in a lot of opportunities in bringing in new entrepreneurs, social entrepreneurs into that sector. New skill sets are to be developed. There have been scavengers who were looked upon earlier as cleaners of toilet. Now, with automated, touchless, touch-free technologies available, we can have more dignity of labor in who is working in that sector. You need not look at them as cleaners. We don't have cleaners, we call them as service engineers. So let us look into that sector where you have a lot of opportunities coming in. Those are to be tapped, new skill sets are to be developed, new training has to be involved. So these are two areas I think which is very important. User awareness is already covered. User awareness at all levels. It's not user awareness at the user level, but at every level, whoever there's a stakeholder involved in the sector, there need to be awareness creation. So these are some of the points which I would like to
Mr. Secretary. anything to add?
Yeah, I would like to say that prioritization of wastewater treatment has to come in a big way for a change to happen. And it sort of links back to what all those speakers before have said. And that prioritization will come if there is awareness. And what I really like about what Vinci just said, it's not palpable, it's not in your face. It's sort of all happening under the ground. It's probably a lot more damaging, but because it's under the ground, people are not realizing the dangers in it and the problems in it. So that has to be got out, and it has to be addressed with a messianic zeal. Only then people will start looking at it with the kind of importance it needs. And information dissemination at all levels, which she has again said, and Mr. Zakir also spoke about, it's very, very critical. And I really like what Gopi said about walking the talk. I am also guilty of a lot of things, and fortunately, the new generation, my own kids, are constantly correcting me. And in correcting me, they also had a rider, Dad, you're an environmental engineer, please don't forget. So it's all the more applicable. We should walk the talk even in those little things that we do. It makes a huge difference.
I'll wrap up. Every time we get people from diverse backgrounds but passionate about one sector into this room to do the roundtable, it's amazing to see the insightful deliberations and the kind of ideas that come about. If even 10% of these ideas, these deliberations, which get carried forward to decision makers, get implemented, we would be in a much better space. And that's always been the constant endeavor for a platform like ours, is to keep amplifying those little ideas and to people who matter, and hope that something gets translated on the ground. So in that context, with that intent, I think this was a great session with, and let's hope great outcomes as well. Thank you all, each one of you, for sparing time to be here and participating in this roundtable. Thank you very much.